Well, after a year of nearly nonstop violence, unrest, surging crime, homelessness, filth, the city of Portland launching an ad campaign to convince potential tourists it's really not that bad.
This is Portland, but so is this. And this. We're not perfect, but we're the kind of place where you don't have to be anyone but yourself. And yeah, we have some of the loudest voices on the West Coast. Sometimes passion pushes the volume all the way up. We've always been like this. We wouldn't have it any other way.
It also includes a New York Times ad claiming some of what you've heard about Portland is true, some is not. What matters most is that we're true to ourselves. You can be yourself here. Come see for yourself. Our next guest has been covering the unrest in Portland for more than a year now. Townhall.com writer Julio Rosas is here to react. Good morning to you, Julio.
Good morning.
Did that do it for you? Did all of a sudden you decide you're going to take your family to Portland?
No. There's a reason why I only go to Portland for work and not for any vacation. I mean, look, this is unfortunate that they're having to resort to people, to beg to people to come to the city, because the fact remains that Portland is prone to riots, and on top of the crime wave that a lot of other cities are experiencing. And so obviously people are going to be hesitant to come to the city, and that's just because the city officials, at a minimum, tolerated the riots, and at worst, they did encourage some of them at certain points last year. I mean, you had Mayor Ted Wheeler. He didn't even call out Antifa by name until the beginning of this year. And so this is not at all surprising that, people are going to have to try to kind of resort to doing these types of ads to get people back to the city. But again, you can't really blame people for not wanting to go there.
When you were there on the ground, I know you came on our show a lot during that time period. Did you think that all the rioting and the protests and all the violence, did the rioting and protesting and defunding police lead to all the violence?
I certainly think it's definitely a contributing factor. I mean, look, they wanted to defund the police, and the city abolished its gun and crime task force. And what did we see? We saw an increase in gun crime. And so, no, and on top of that, the Antifa groups there, they like to wear down the police by rioting night after night after night. And so that leaves cops to leave the force and retire early. And so, no, I think it definitely is a contributing factor. It's not the only one, but obviously, Portland's not the only city experiencing this type of thing, unfortunately, and this is the long-term consequences of these riots, because obviously the short term is the immediate destruction and damage, but the effects of riots and unrest is definitely long term, and unfortunately innocent people get caught in the crosshair.
I know, all these people, we interviewed all these shop owners that were having their windows busted in and they had to close down. They were losing money because of all the riots on their streets. Remember this week or last week we reported that 50 members of the police riot squad had to quit. They just said, we're done. If y'all aren't going to support us, we're out of here. Homicides are up 533% over last year. Shootings are up 126%. Isn't it just common sense? You take away the police, you don't fund them, you don't support them, well, then the bad people know police are not going to be out there. They can do whatever they want.
No, absolutely, and we saw this with New York City also dropping charges against the rioters and looters from over there, and so there definitely is a cause and effect. So obviously, if people feel emboldened to attack police at night through riots, then they're going to feel emboldened to do other more serious crimes as well. And so, what I always in my coverage in these situations is to highlight the fact that innocent people who have nothing to do with the police are often the first ones to suffer the immediate consequences of just lawlessness, and that's not okay.
They can put out as many ads as they want, but if there are no consequences for crime, they're going to continue to see these numbers go up. Thank you so much, Julio, for being on with us.
Thank you.